probably around here, I reckon. Maybe a little bit louder naturally. But yeah, probably this is where it would be for most of it. Most of the around here, probably around this level.
Don't call me up, I'm going out tonight. Feeling good now you're out of my life. Don't wanna talk about us, gotta leave it behind. More drinking out of my mind, not to get out. Baby, I'm on the high and you're alone, going out of your mind. But I'm here up in the club.
because I did Sydney's game in Sutherland, and they. A 2-1 loss in the local derby last week, combined with other results across the league yesterday, has them in 7th coming into today's match. A win would take them at least into 6th and potentially as high as 5th, depending on how other fixtures fall. They come in heavy favourites, hoping to make use of the home ground advantage against a youthful Sydney FC side, and there's plenty of team news to talk about, starting first with the unfortunate departure of club favourite Shunta Nakamura. He announced he'd be leaving the club this week via an Instagram post. As for the rest of the starting 11, it goes like this. Number 1, Oliver Kalatz. Number 3, Bailey Rule. 4, Adrian Vlastelica. 9, Patrick Antelmi. 10, Carlos de Oliveira. 15, Tarek Maya. 19, Aiden Milicevic. And 4 new inclusions who weren't in the starting 11 last week. Those are 11, Matt Hatch. 13, Alessandro Lacalandra. 5, Anthony Tomilich. And 14, Luis Lobo. As for Jimmy Van Weeren's Sydney FC side, it's been hard going in the last 3 games, winless during that span, and they would have been keeping a keen eye on yesterday's match of the round result, which saw the Mariners defeat Sutherland after a stoppage time penalty. Now that win for the Mariners has the Mariners off the bottom, but the result is that Sydney FC now occupy that automatic relegation spot. So, to get off that spot, they've got to get the 3 points here today. And there's plenty of changes to talk about as well, with Sydney FC headlined by the inclusion of number 11, Jaden Kucharski, the most exciting prospects that Sydney FC have on offer, who's played plenty of minutes in the A-League last season, and now he has the tall task of coming into this side and trying to help out a little bit and help out his young teammates in getting out of the drop zone as we'll get to the team use for Sydney FC in just a minute as Lakalandra drifts offside. Also, a few massive inclusions for Sydney FC, including their number 10, Tiago Quintal, Zach DeJesus as well, and Tyler Williams also coming into the side, alongside Aaron Gerd, another name that A-League men's fans will be familiar with. As for the rest of the Sydney FC lineup, it is number 30, Gus Hopslut, number 4, Joe Kalisic, 19, Mitch Glassen, 22, Will Kennedy, 24, Wataru Kamijo, and the 6 new inclusions from last week are 3, Tyler Williams, 5, Zach DeJesus, 8, Aaron Gerd, 10, Tiago Quintal, 11, Jaden Kaczarski, and 16, Pearson Kasawaya. And with all that catching up out of the way, we can finally get back to focusing on the action as the crowd slowly continues to build here at Sydney United Sports Centre. Looking to see their side do one better after the loss in the local derby last week against Marconi. Of course, it would have been a short trip for those fans, just 2 kilometres down the road here in Sydney Southwest, as there is Matt Hatch on the far side. To link up with De Oliveira, has his pocket picked here. There is Tiago Quintal. He passed along the ground, Kaczarski. He was appealing for the corner, he does get it. His cross had the sting taken out of it. And now Sydney FC have opening here in the first half, just under 2 minutes played. They'll get the first corner of the game nice and early. Kaczarski making his presence felt already as Quintal will be on those duties. He's over on that far side with that in-swinging left foot delivery. It's been key to a lot of Sydney's goals this season. They've been hard work to come by as De Oliveira, no nonsense about that defending. Sydney will be keen to start well here, establish a foothold in this game as the underdogs. Goal for United might just set the tone for how this contest might go, considering now the home side. It's kept in there by Meyer. Tried to flick it into the corner, but couldn't do so. Next, Tyler Williams swings that across to Aaron Gerd. Sydney lining up with a centre-back trio of Kalisic, Williams and Gerd. It's a battle in midfield for the ball as Glassen able to get it loose out towards Kennedy. Now here is Pearson Kasawaya. It's Will Kennedy swinging it out towards Tyler Williams. So you're happy to hold the ball. Break down these 4-4-2 defensive structure that Sydney United are lining up in. See Antelmi at the top of that, alongside De Oliveira, or Luis Lobo, should I say. Lobo looks to have taken that number 8 jersey that was previously worn by Shunta Nakamura. We'll talk more about him and his departure from the club when we get more of a chance, but for now it's with Sydney FC as they make progress down that far side. Once more with Gerd. Will Kennedy. And Kalisic. He can take the space that's been afforded to him and he slides it wide to Kasawaya. Kasawaya stands up his man and wanted to play that 1-2 as him and Quintal just got their wires crossed there. Bailey Rule throwing it in. He's back in the squad again, Bailey Rule, for his 5th consecutive start. Number 3 at the right back position in his 2nd season at United. He missed 10 games between rounds 14 and 23, so after a long injury layoff, he's back in the starting 11 and he's making that right back position his own again. It's been a fantastic signing the last couple of years since coming across from the Northern Tigers has Bailey Rule. He brings so much athleticism to that right back position. Even at times last year he was deployed as a right winger. See if he can continue bombing on this afternoon. As for now though, it's with the feet of Gus Hoofslut. All defended by Tomilich at the back. He's partnered with Vlastelica, who's on the ball. Launched forward towards Aiden Milicevic. Able to get past Gerd, and he's won it back as Aaron Gerd, but illegally, says our referee. And this is an intriguing position for Sydney United 58 to try and work something from this free kick. It's a couple metres in from the sideline, about 25 or so away from goal. Milicevic and Hatch standing over it for United. Two hands go up from Milicevic. Milicevic delivers, and Gerd heads it away. He was the first defender there as De Oliveira picks up the loose ball. And another wave of Sydney United attack the weights is now at the feet of Tarek Meyer. Launches one into the quarter. It's too far away from Lakalantra though. Of course, this is one of 3 games in the NPL men's competition taking place this afternoon. Simultaneous kickoffs. We have Blacktown City and Sydney Olympic. That's an important game in the finals that Sydney United fans will be interested in seeing how the result of that one plays out. We also have Wollongong and Rockdale, and that's another one that could impact the finals, with Wollongong sitting in 6th, just above United in 7th, as here is Glasson now for Sydney FC. Sydney have made a pretty good start here. All things considered, they've made good inroads into the attacking third as they wanted the foul play continues. Camijo. Kalisic. Williams is being pressed by Anselmi and moves the ball on quickly to Gerd. Kasawaya has to drain his neck back to control, but despite his best attempts, he was offside. Anselmi's the early outlet, but pass is asking a lot of him. Kaczarski. Outside of the foot pass to Kasawaya, who beats the first defender, which is Bailey Rule. Has Lakalantra for company, swings it towards the back post, and the clearance at the back there by Matt Hatch. And tell me, a bit of hold-up work to do deep in his own half as Luis Lobo evades the first defender and sprays a pass towards Lakalantra, but he can't bring it under his control. Drives forward and has his head up looking for Glasson, and a couple of visual cues between them. They make up play, but promptly breaks down. It's a good one-touch football by United as Lobo just hold on to it, one touch too many, and now Kasawaya can take it forward. It's been a fast-paced start here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Now Kaczarski, he has something in him, and he's just met at the edge of the area by 2 United defenders. Those are De Oliveira and Meyer. They can spring the counter. Here is Milicevic. And tell me, bursting through the centre. It's come out to Lakalantra, has a bit more time to work with now. Lobo. And De Oliveira. Good defending by Wataru Kamijo, just stepping in when the loose touch presented itself to him. Tomilich. Rule. Gives Lakalantra something to chase, but just roll along the synthetic. And nice and easy for a Sydney FC goal kick. For United there. Keeping an eye on other results around the grounds, of course. They're level on points with the Wollongong Wolves, who are just above them in 6th, but there's a 13 goal difference. So I'll be hoping that Wollongong can maybe drop points or concede plenty. They have to concede tons though, as here is Glasson now. Bursting into the box and good stand-up defending by Tomovich. And of course, they're 2 points behind St. George City FA, who are in 5th. So St. George, of course, played yesterday. So they'll definitely go above St. George with the win, and depending on what happens with Wollongong, they could go as high as 5th. Get to what this win might mean for Sydney FC. It's Quintal. It's a good delivery into the area. Up goes good, and has his head in his hands immediately. He knows that was a good chance, and Sydney FC fire the first warning shot. Aaron Gerd was just left unmarked. 6 yards away from goal and made decent enough connection with it, just couldn't get the direction onto it. Was trying to glance it into the side netting and might have overcompensated just a little bit too much, but it's more positive signs here for Sydney FC. They've probably started the better of the two sides, all things considered. Probably had the majority of the possession, and they've had the first big chance of the game inside 12 minutes. This would be a huge scalp to claim for Sydney FC. And the pitches upcoming aren't too kind. That's Quintal, that's lovely skill from the youngster. He's just so tricky on his feet. He's done well to win a foul. Kennedy. Bouncing ball sits up for Bailey Rule. He's backed into his own corner here, and as he kept that in, he has. He prevented the corner, but they couldn't prevent the throw. Just looking at Sydney FC, they're 2 points behind Hills, who are in 15th. And Hills, of course, already played yesterday. They lost to St. George City FA. And so a win for Sydney FC would take them at least into 15th. 3 points and 11 goal difference behind the Mariners after the Mariners win yesterday. Mariners, it's been a rare time this season. They haven't been in the bottom two, which just goes to show how big of a win yesterday was against Sutherland. Here is Kasawaya now. Swerving ball in is cleared. Kamijo puts it back in the mixer though, as it's fallen for Glasson, but he was just waiting for the ball to come down at the second attempt and was just muscled off it by Adrian Vlastelica. The physical battle between Glasson and the two Sydney United centre-backs, those are Vlastelica and Tomilic, who aren't short in stature. Glasson himself is a fairly imposing figure at the top of the attack. And again, Lakalandra, and now he can get to this as Hutzler thought about coming for it. Saw that it was instead going towards the corner. Here is Rule and Meyer to Bailey Rule. Lovely pass by Meyer, and Rule has got to the byline, floating it up, and it was just begging for someone to attack it. But in any case, now referee Rebecca Mackey blew the whistle, and it was an offside, despite Sydney United protests. Last time these sides met, it was back in round 12. Sydney United took the 2-0 win that day. Goals to Aiden Milicevic and now departed Shunsi Nakamura. There's Milicevic, and that's a good pass to Lakalandra. He's into the box now, Lakalandra, and good tracking back there from Pearson Kasawaya. Able to prevent the chance, but they concede the corner. Kasawaya, who continues his stint in the starting 11, he came in towards the back half of the season now, and he's held his place. That instant left-footed delivery from the near side. Numbers crowding around the keeper as Hatch delivers. It's a bit shallow though. Well dealt with by Will Kennedy, and Quintal doesn't have much in support, assesses his options and finds Kucharski. And now Kasawaya has broken away on the far side. Pearson Kasawaya goes around Kalatz. Can he tap it in? And he's off the post. He was just inches away from getting the opener, Pearson Kasawaya. And from a tight angle, he couldn't poke it home. And an almost deadly counter-attack from Sydney FC. And that was a golden opportunity that United will be thankful didn't find the back of their own net. It was good play by Quintal initially just to hold things up, and then he found Kucharski. It was lovely skill by Luis Loba. You simply cannot breathe right now. We'll talk about the Sydney FC counter after this attack ends for United. Here is De Oliveira. Hatch. Pass is intercepted now. Sydney FC can go again here. This time it's Glasson. And Matt Hatch using his pace to catch up. He's quick on his feet, Matt Hatch. Now his play just slows down a little bit. Looking at that chance for Sydney FC, it's so close for Pearson Kasawaya. Oliver Kalatz came rushing out and he got just enough on the ball, and whilst he wasn't able to save it away from goal, his touch took it wide enough that it forced Pearson Kasawaya to take an uncomfortable shot that in the end just ricochets off the post. And so far, and we've only had 17 minutes. It's been such an action-filled first quarter of an hour here. It's only had too many breaks in play. And Sydney FC have had two massive chances. One to Gerd and one to Kasawaya. United, though, looking to create something of their own. It's with Lakalandra. Another floated cross. Milicevic rose up for it. Here is Antelmi in the box. And to Maya. And Tariq Maya got the direction on it, but not enough power in the strike to trouble Hofslot. Slip, making just his third appearance of the season. Of course, he started last week against Wollongong Wolves, and that was his first start in first grade since all the way back in round one. So he's been called into action again at a final part of the season. Gus Hutzler. It's a tall task on his hands this afternoon. He's been the less busy of the two keepers. Oliver Kalatz has already made one big save. And so far this game going in the way of the underdogs as United move the ball around the back. In possession so far. Lovely pass by Quintal to split the lines. Glasson is giving something to chase, and there is Lasalitza marshalling that Sydney United defence as he does so well, as he has done for countless years. Battle on that far side, and it's on with Sydney FC. It's Kucharski. Quintal pinches it off the toes of United and tries to skill his way between them. De Oliveira went up, but he's going to get a yellow card for his troubles here. De Oliveira from Rebecca Mackey. Rebecca Mackey just signalling that he had his arm raised in the back of Jaden Kucharski. United less than pleased about that call, to say the least. A bit of a ear open on the goings on of the sideline from up here in the Brocker stand. free kick opportunity here for Sydney FC. It's whipped in by Camijo. There is Antelmi doing his defensive duties. And Lobo thought about just hoofing it long, but they'll try and keep it here, Sydney United. Pearson Kasawaya and Sydney FC continue to hold the majority of the ball. They've done well. Not easy to travel away and keep the ball, especially in the side where, in a game where they considered the underdogs. As out comes Oliver Kalatz. Impressive season using Oliver Kalatz. He's been goalkeeper of the month. He's been in countless NPL men's team of the weeks, as well as Tyler Williams, a bit too aggressive in the back of Antelmi. It's an easy call for Rebecca Mackey as De Oliveira is in a bit of a hurry here. And Sydney FC just slowed down a little bit. Tomalich has pinged one out to Matt Hatch. First time ball trying to combine with Milicevic. Just back with Hatch. Lobo tries to strike, it's deflected away, and he'll take the corner instead. Good heads-up play there by Tomalich to spot Hatch, who took the risk in playing a first-time pass on the volley on a 40-metre crossfield switch. As De Oliveira lashes the strike on goal, and now it's a foot race here, and Sydney FC have a good opportunity to go forward. It's with Jada Kucharski. Feeds one into Kasawai. Could this be his goal? Goes around Kalatz and just holds up play for a moment. Back to Kucharski, and well blocked by Sydney United. And that time Oliver Kalatz does well again to rush out and force Pearson Kasawaya away from goal. And for now, Sydney United are really scrambling at the back as they look to form a counter of their own. Williams got his hands down by his side quickly to avoid any suspicion of a handball, as it's back once more with Kasawaya. He's looked lively. This time he tries to go on the dribble, and Bailey rules equal to the task. Sydney United, they just want to try and stem the tide of momentum right now. They're conceding a couple of really dangerous counter-attacks. And the quality outfit, especially at home, Sydney United, they've strung plenty of wins at this venue, especially in the second half of the season. Sixth best side at home in the competition, and if you had to look at games played after about round 15 this season, they'd probably be in the top 4 in terms of away form, sorry, home form I should say. Comparatively, Sydney FC, they're actually better away than they are at home this year. They're 12th in away form. As Glasson keeps his ball alive. Touch invites Bailey Rule. Kennedy, that's strong work in the air. Kennedy and Kasawaya launch themselves at that ball. It's back down with Quintal and Kucharski. Good skill, but couldn't connect with Mitch Glasson. As Antelmi moves one around the corner for Aidan Milicevic. Antelmi has continued his run forward, and Hatch has pace to burn on the wing. We haven't seen too much of this from Matt Hatch, but this is where he can be dangerous. Still with Hatch, he goes down in the box, and he gets told to get up by Rebecca Mackey. He had a good play with that one, did Hatch, and they have to worry about the counter again. And it's really end-to-end football here in Denser Park. And he did get past the defender. I think Rebecca Mackey felt that he might have been selling the contact a bit more. Nevertheless, though, it's good signs for United that they've been able to get something back on their own, and they've gotten a free kick here. 25 minutes gone, there's been a couple of chances each way, but it's still Sydney FC, who have had probably the better of them. That penalty shout, definitely a highlight of United so far. Good play by United. Meyer linking up well with Bailey Rule. Start another move out from the back. This time it's launched up front towards Kucharski, who can't beat Hatch to it. And there's a bit of afters here between Hatch and Kucharski. Those two have to be careful right in front of the assistant, and that's not what you want to see. And now Rebecca Mackey has a bit of sorting out to do here. We'll see what the consequences are for Matt Hatch and Jaden Kucharski. It was Kucharski who made the initial foul. It was quite late after the ball had gone out, so you can have no complaints about the yellow card that's coming his way. And Rebecca Mackey just motioning that he chopped through the legs of Hatch. And after that, there was a bit of a scuffle. Nevertheless, it's Kucharski who complaints about picking up the booking there. Matt Hatch, maybe. Depends which way you look at it. Maybe should have got a yellow for retaliating, but I think it was probably a bit soft if you picked up a yellow for that. Holding up play, but he has plenty of sky blue shirts for company and illegally tries to win possession back. And just see, something must have been said between that it almost kicked off immediately just looking at the replay. But these games matter, make no mistake. Whilst they're separated by 9 places on the ladder, 3 points for them certainly mean a lot. This touch takes him out of play. Quick throw. It's with Kucharski. Looking for Glasson, but there's no one really at the back post for Sydney FC. Sydney FC do win it back well. Here is Tiago Quintal. Will Kennedy spotted the free man, which is Atara Kamijo in midfield. Curves one wide to Zach DeJesus. That's the benefit of playing with the centre-back trio that CMC are doing. It really unleashes players like Zach DeJesus, who in a back four as a right-back wouldn't get as far forward as he would in this type of system. And we've seen Pearson Casaway, who's been on this side. He's only had the best chances of the game. Quintal. Kucharski looking to link up with him, but too many defenders in the way. And United struggling to get possession back here as Casaway lines one up. And that wasn't troubling Oliver Callas. Intercepted Myers' pass. Kalisic decides to go back the other way. And with just 15 minutes to go here in the first half, it's a wonder that we haven't had a goal, considering the big chances we've had. especially Sydney FC. They'll feel like they should have put one away, especially considering that United might be able to come back and haunt them in the second half. And as is so often the case in football, when take your chances early in games, the team can quickly run down the other end late in the game and get a goal of their own. Quintal goes across to take another corner. Numbers on the edge of the area this time, and he goes low towards Kaczarski. Something from the training ground. He got the shot they needed, but good directed goal was to force Callas into a save. It's back with United. Kalisic goes across to the other side of the centre back trio with Aaron Gerd. Fair exchange passes. Now they look for Kasawaya, and just Kasawaya was checking in as Kalisic wanted him to go down the line. Touch to put it towards Quintal. Here is Mitch Glasson as Kaczarski just didn't get the required connection on that pass. Now Matt Hatch can carry the ball forward with Luis Lobo, who just puts it behind him, and see, doing a good job of keeping United penned in their own half now. As mentioned at the top of the broadcast, they've made so many changes to their lineup from last week, which this is a signal of intent in how much they really want to stay in this competition next season. Bringing players like Gerd and Kaczarski, who have been in the A-League squad last year. You saw the Wanderers do it last season when they brought in a Piraeus. He himself has lasted over 100 A-League men's appearances. Staying in the top flight is so vital for these young players' development. The actual quality of the games in the top flight. As Kennedy quickly turns, goes down, but easily says referee Rebecca Mackey, and Luis Lobo has good awareness. Just held on it too much there. As Kasawaya tries to get around Rule. It's been a fun matchup already this afternoon as Kasawaya couldn't keep it in. And for players like Aaron Gerd and Jaden Kaczarski, made his just his second appearance this season in the NPL. He made his first against Sutherland in a 0-0 draw a couple of weeks ago. I was fortunate enough to call that game down at Seymour Shore, and that was a game which, much like yesterday's match of the round, had big implications on the relegation race. That one ultimately ended 0-0. It seemed like neither side wanted to lose that one rather than take the game by the horns and win it. For now, though, Sydney FC have done a much better attacking job in this game. Haven't got the all-important goal, though, is instead they have to defend, and up goes Hofslet, and that's good keeping in the air. For Gerd, it's his second appearance. For Kaczarski, this is his third, but it's his first appearance since round 14. Round 7 before that. And So we'll see if Tim and Gert continue playing down the stretch of what's going to be a really difficult end to the season for Sydney FC. We'll talk about what fixtures these two teams have for the rest of the season on the other side of half-time. Now though it's with Tyler Williams and Joe Kalisic. Had to clear it with De Oliveira pressuring him. And tell me, and Lakalandra, good feet, but too heavy on the touch. Swept up by Hoofsloot. Mijo spotted to Jesus out on that far side. Back post ball towards Glass and he rose, and now it's with Kasawaya. Good first touch to evade the defender. Now with Kamijo looking to be cute with the ball and dink it over the top. And well won back by Will Kennedy here. Sydney FC can continue the attack. And that's before it's broken up as well by Carlos De Oliveira. And Sydney FC break it up of their own. Now it's with Kucharski who continues his dribble. Jaden Kucharski blocked by Tomolich. Now it's with Kamijo. With Quintal. They're sieging the box here. Sydney FC as Quintal goes between the defenders. Now it's with Kamijo. Out wide to Kasawaya. Looking to cross this one in. Floated ball and seen away by Aiden Milicevic. Matt Hatch gives Antelmi a one-on-one opportunity against Tyler Williams, but the Sydney FC defence are coming back to support. There's a second ball on the pitch here which might cause troubles as Antelmi goes from a tight angle, and Hoofsloot got down well to make the save. And that could have really thrown a spanner in the works there, that second ball. Not quite sure how it got onto the pitch there, but in any case, it will stay with Sydney FC. And you can just see Patrick Antelmi, he's able to create something out of nothing. Seemingly didn't have all that much on offer with two Sydney FC defenders on him and a tight angle to work with. Almost snuck it in at the near post as it's won back here by United. Seven or 8 minutes remaining in the half here at Sydney United Sports Centre. It's been a gripping contest. Plenty of action. It's been a game that's been played at a pretty frenetic pace at times with attacks swinging back and forth. It's had plenty of feeling in it as well. It's been chippy at times. Kamijo spotted Quintal between the lines. Kucharski wins the header back with Mitch Glasson, who just trips on the ball at the vital moment. And that allows Tomlich to get the important foot in. And now De Oliveira has to dribble out of trouble, but Kasawaya won it back. Late challenge by Will Kennedy, the captain. And Rebecca Mackey puts him into the book. He'll join Jaden Kucharski. Great hold up there by Patrick Antelmi. That's what he can do so well. As Meyer lines one up and had good dip on it from Tarek Meyer, but it ultimately flashes wide of the goal. And that had Gus Hoofsloot really interested in that shot. He struck it so well. Might have been a bit of knuckleball about it. Like Will Kennedy might have copped a bit of a knock to the shoulder here. Seems to be holding it, and now see what he's done. called the trainer on. So while we have a bit of a break in play, we might just take a look at the scores around the grounds between Blackdown City and Sydney Olympic. That one's at 0-0 after 36 minutes. And then between Wollongong and Rockdale, that one is at 1-1. So a live look at the ladder. And if those results, Sydney United will be up into 6th above St. George with that 1 point advantage that they have. Will Kennedy has just jogged off here. He's clutching at the shoulder. Let's see if he's alright. He seems to be shaking it off as play gets underway once more as we're into the final few minutes. And Kennedy's invited back onto the pitch. Aaron Gerd. Long ball forward as Glasson has done well to win possession. And he goes in late, Mitch Glasson. And he's going to get a yellow for his troubles as well. Glasson becomes the 3rd Sydney FC player in. And he makes his claim that he got the ball, but I think in doing so he got plenty of his opposing man. It was Vlastelica who was running away from him, and yeah, he's just come through the back of him there. He did get a foot on the ball, but it's inconsequential when you're sliding in like that. Launches one forward. It's headed forward by Kamijo, and now Kucharski is in a foot race with Vlastelica. Kucharski beats him to it. Waiting for numbers to present themselves, and he slides it towards the back post, and Quintal tried to keep it in towards Glasson, but again it's a Sydney FC corner. Just missing that ball into the back of the net really for Sydney FC. They've got into such good positions in this game. Another set piece to try and work something from. It's with Quintal. Near post ball, and it's flicked up, and that forces Callats to just see it over the goal, as it was Kamijo who got his head onto that cross from Quintal. Certainly a big crowd around the penalty spot for this corner. Might be one of the last chances of the half. More depth on this one from Quintal. Kamijo's there again. And Luis Lobo has the height advantage over Pearson Kasawaya. About a minute and a half or so remaining. We'll see how much time is added on by our 4th official for this game, which is Hayden Langholz. Assistants on each side, Travis Griffith and Patrick Talecki. Short option with Kalasic. Great turn by Kennedy. Won the foul off Lakalandra. Almost bailed out by that foul there. He didn't have all that much plan with the pass. It wasn't really going to anyone, but still on the foul, and has Sydney FC in an imposing position in the final minute of regulation time here. It'll be Tiago Quintal, 2 in the wall for Callats, and looks like we'll have 2 minutes of time about to be added on. Quintal into the box it goes. It's back out here to Jada Kucharski. Twists one way then the other and floats, or rather swings one in, and again it's Tomilic to deny him. The cross, and Kucharski tried to acrobatically control it. He's kept it in here, but just gave up ground, and Hatch tried to clear the ball into Kucharski and win the throwback for himself, but Kucharski did well enough to get out of the way. Kennedy turns on the ball. Kamija, this might be the last chance of the half for Sydney FC. He's broken up as Huffslet has come a long way here. Has to be careful when he hasn't been. Antelmi has the open goal waiting for him. Can he finish? Patrick Antelmi fakes the shot, and what a save by Gus Huffslet. From nowhere he has come back and protected what was a seemingly open goal for Patrick Antelmi. How on earth did he save that? Gus Huffslet, take a bow. That is some of the best goalkeeping you will see anywhere. He came out to almost the halfway line in what was a risky manoeuvre. And it seemed like he was doomed and that he had made the wrong decision with Antelmi racing away on goal. And Huffslet just sprinted his way back to goal. Credit the Sydney FC defence. I think it was Kalasic who was chasing Antelmi, who just held him up for maybe even a second as Kucharski tries to get a goal and sends it over the bar. And I am still in shock at that chance just a moment ago. And that's the end of a riveting first half here at Sydney United Sports Centre. How we have not had a goal is beyond me, but credit the two keepers, Oliver Callas and Gus Huffslet. They've made some massive saves. I've been Will Constantinides with you for this first 45. I'm taking a break, and I hope you take one too, as we can all catch our breath. We'll see you back soon for the second half. Welcome back to Sydney United Sports Centre for the second half of what so far has been a riveting game of football. It's been entertaining action on both ends of the pitch, but all that's missing has been a goal. We've seen Gus Hoopslet make a big save before the break. Oliver Kalatz made some saves of his own in the first 25 minutes or so, and it's all to play for in the second half. A reminder that a win for United would put them deeper into the top six, and a win for Sydney FC would put them off the bottom of the ladder. And keep an eye on any changes as they come. For now, they appear to be unchanged, and well, we're missing the most important people to get the game started, and those are the referees. And they haven't made their way out onto the pitch just yet. We'll wait for that. And here they are now, led by our centre referee, Rebecca Mackey. And so we will maybe just take this brief pause in play to run you through who is on the bench for both teams. That could become a factor. For Sydney FC, they have the backup goalkeeper, Max Vartuli. Number 9, Bailey Callahan. 13, Jacob Brissett, who was on the bench against the Oakley Cannons. That's for a few of these Sydney FC players. They also have 17, Ayuk Mo, 33, who's found a nice goal-scoring touch in the back end of the season. Matthias McAllister, he might come on during the half and look to break the deadlock. And they also have 34, Blake Bolwell. As for the hosts, Sydney United 58, they have number 2, Christian Gonzalez, 6, Adam Zervas, 7, Jordan Ivancic, 17, Sean Collins, 22, Stefan de Robillard, and 32, the goal scorer who scored off the bench last week, Mason Wells. So there's options on the bench for Jimmy Van Wieren and Zelko Kalatz as well. And they could become influential as Sydney FC look to continue the second half as they did in the first with these blistering counter-attacks. Cross is deflected and might invite a bit of pressure though. Tunisia tries to track it down as Gerd. Moves it cleanly off Lakalandra. Tunisia slides in. De Oliveira was the man interested. And that bounce will invite Lakalandra, and Williams has just checked his run, which allowed Lakalandra to win possession and give it towards Patrick Antelmi. Evades a couple of defenders. Aiden Milicevic. And there'll be Sydney FC goal kick. And so, an update on the other side of half-time from our other matches. Taking a look at Blacktown and Sydney Olympic, that one is 0-0 at half-time. Whilst between Rockdale and the Wollongong Wolves, that one is 1-1. It's very difficult to tell how this game will end. Both teams have laid claim to some huge chances. Tell me, and he's going to go into the book here for that. Plenty of yellow cards in this game. We've had 3 for Sydney FC and 2 for United. The ball launched towards Kasawaya, and Rule is able to deal with it. Kennedy wins possession. Looks like they have made a change. Have Sydney United. Stefan de Robillard is out there. He was on the bench. The pass inside for Kasawaya. Couldn't connect with it. Cries of handball. It's back out to Camijo, who goes down looking for something, and Kasawaya drags back Carlos de Oliveira. And so the man that has come off at half-time is Luis Lobo. Mid-season signing from the Spirit. Great play by Patrick Antelmi. So smart. He put it between the defender's legs on the back heel, but they couldn't capitalise off it. And it's with Quintal, and he puts a nutmeg in of his own. So tricky on the ball is Quintal. Wanted the handball, but Matt Hatch's hands were close enough to his chest. As here is Glasson winding up the shot. Took a deflection though, and that'll be the Sydney FC corner. The corner count continues to rise here. Can they make this one count? Sydney has plenty in the first half. This is their first of the second, and Kalatz almost spilled that one. But in the end, he grabs it into his grateful hands. Mitch Glasson was lurking behind him, waiting for him to drop it. Bobilard's touch is heavy, and that means he collides with Kennedy. Sydney FC want to get things going. They're wasting no time, sensing that this is a big opportunity to get a much-needed 3 points. And how they might look back on some of those chances in the first half if they can't get it done here this afternoon. And now here is Antelmi, bursting through the defence. Had that big chance just a moment ago at the end of the first half. De Oliveira onto the chest of Lakalandra. This is good play from United. Once more to Rule. Maya now just holds up things momentarily. On the edge of the box is to Robillard. And they just couldn't find the shooting angle. Sydney FC crowd bodies on the edge of the area, and now comes down the other end. Glasson has spotted Zach Kajasis on the overlapping run. Gets it back to him. Kajasis towards the penalty spot. It's with Quintal. Gets a touch towards Pearson Kasawaya. And his shot was deflected. Sydney FC, this young side, the side that is on the bottom of the ladder, giving a good account of themselves as Camijo. That one had Oliver Kalatz interested. He's just curving away from that right post. Just get the sense that the possession that Sydney FC have, I'm frustrated that potentially they might become this young side and not being able to find the back of the net, and that might play into the advantage of United. Good link up between Kucharski and Camijo. Jay just continues to have a bit of freedom going up the wing. Equals the try for Kalatz, but Tomlich didn't want to take the chance, and Hatch able to keep it in. Kucharski spotted the pass, and now there's numbers in the box for Sydney FC. Quintal. Lovely disguised pass. Here is Kucharski. Good save again by Oliver Kalatz. He's risen to the challenge every single time so far. He's been tested on numerous occasions this afternoon, and he's showing why he's been one of the best goalkeepers in the competition this season. Showing why he's had all those Team of the Week nominations. Milosevic went in too strong there. And again, it's another case of, yes, he did get the ball, but he collected plenty of the men on the way through, and Rebecca Mackey awards the free kick to Sydney FC. And this is definitely shooting position for the visitors. 25 yards out from goal, just a little bit to the right of the right post. And Kucharski has laid claim to this one. Four in the wall for Kalatz, and he knows he has to get it right. Kucharski's right foot will look to bend this one into the back of the net and give Sydney FC the lead. Kucharski stands alone over the dead ball. He strikes it. It's a good one from Kaczarski, but it's an even better save from Oliver Kalatz. Again, he stands tall. And again, he comes up big for the home side. And that was a great free kick from Kaczarski. He had good power and got it over the wall as well, but again, it was a decent enough height for Oliver Kalatz to scramble across his line and make the save. They have to worry about the corner though. And Kasawaya couldn't connect, and that'll be Sydney United goal kick. Just taking a look at the replay of that free kick. It's outstanding goal kick from Kalatz. It's really been the battle of the keepers. We saw Hoofslet atone for his mistake by making what is one of the best saves I've seen this season. Kalatz has made numerous of his own, as here is Antelmi, now with Robillard. Back with Antelmi, it's with Milicevic, off the crossbar to Robillard, a chance of his own. Back out to Lakalaja, and eventually Sydney FC clear. And Milicevic, the crossbar is still rattling. He hit that with some power. And Sydney United will be thinking as well, how have they not taken the lead here in Odense Park? Another big chance goes away the host, but it still remains 0-0. As now here is Matt Hatch. And if this game somehow ends 0-0, it would be almost a crime, considering the quality of chances we've seen in this game and how good this game has been in terms of entertainment. Now here is Antelmi in the box. Can he break the deadlock? He's had a chance of his own in the first half with Meyer. Antelmi as well. Antelmi strikes, but it's tame. And it's easily rolled up by Gus Hoofslet. There, and that invited Glasson to get forward, and he takes him down the line, Glasson, and De Oliveira backs his defender up as Tomilic puts his hand up in apology. Stressful times here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. A goal for either of these two teams is really going to swing the balance of this game. It's been so even in terms of chances. FC have yet another corner. It's with Thiago Quintal. Numbers towards the near post, a bit long. It's towards Kaczarski. Comes back out once more with Sydney FC. And Jesus, Tyler Williams, floated ball. There's numbers there. One of them is Gerd. And couldn't get enough purchase on the header to trouble Oliver Kalatz, who in the form that he has been in today. Gus Hoofslet is going to take something special to beat them. He takes his man inside and moves it out towards Milicevic. Antelmi has stayed on side, has that ball on his left foot. Deflected by the Sydney FC defence, took it away from Matt Hatch momentarily. Sydney FC will be making a sub soon. Looks like it's Blake Bolwell. So the first change of the game goes the way of the visitors. It's going to be Wataru Kamijo coming off, and he'll be replaced by Blake Bolwell. And fresh legs might be crucial in this game, considering how end-to-end it has been. No doubt some of these legs in midfield might begin to ache a little bit as the game goes on. We haven't had an hour played yet, just a couple minutes under that. Glasson goes down a bit easy. Headed inside there by Kalisic. That's wire. Touch there. Another ball on the pitch. It's the second time that has happened in this game. Got a few ball kids behind each goal having a bit too much fun maybe. That's the beauty of NPL football, the community feel about all these games. All the juniors right down to the sack watching the first grade. Sydney FC will try and build to get another one of these counter-attacks. That time it's well broken up by De Oliveira. Lovely dribbling by Bailey Rule. And that Hatch again. Trying to take on his man here maybe and use his speed down the wing. Hatch. Once inside a corner. Sides have had plenty to lay claim to. Plenty of corners. Enjoying watching this game at home. It's been a real pleasure to call it. It's so entertaining. We're just missing a goal. This game could have easily been 2-2 by now. On another day, we might not be sitting at 0-0, whereas these numbers crowding Gus Hoopsloot, and they put it on goal, and it's almost gone in. As he kept that out, Gus Hoopsloot clears it off the line, and there's a suspicion of a high foot in the box. For now, United are on the attack. Another great save by Hoofsloot. And now there's another tangle up between De Oliveira and Kennedy. Play continues though. Hatch. Over the top it goes, and De Robillard is in a foot race to get there with Casawaya, who beats him to it. And Antelmi picks up the scraps. Just back to Antelmi. Milicevic in behind for Lakalandra, and there is Tyler Williams swooping in the defence well. Gus Hoopsloot, he was under so much pressure on his own goal line, almost spilled the ball into his own net. Didn't quite catch it the first attempt, but what he was able to do was punch it away. And that one had to be on the line at least. It didn't look like it had crossed it, or in any case, very difficult to tell from up here in the Boca stand. And tell me, to get on the end of the looping ball, and here he is now. Runs into Blake Bolwell as Kennedy turns, and that's a massive breather there for Sydney FC. Fouls Casawaya, probably one of the lighter fouls we've seen this afternoon. Good. Essentially with Kennedy. Sydney FC appear to be making more changes as well. Jacob Brissett and Tyus McAllister receiving instructions from Jimmy Van Wieren. Those are some great options to bring off the bench. And they're attacking options as well. And so we'll see who comes off from this Sydney FC attack, which has done so well in this game. All they've been missing is a goal. Here's one of them. Here's Kaczarski. Great crossfield switch towards DeJesus. Stands up his man. Goes along towards the byline to Jesus. And great heads-up play from Matt Hatch, recognising it had come off DeJesus, and lets that roll down for a United goal kick. There to pick it up. Matt Hatch. Milicevic. Sydney FC set to go to their bench. Not yet to make any changes, bar the one they made at half-time for De Robillard. Great tackle by Bolwell. Sydney FC have numbers here if they can use them. Quintal, lovely nutmeg through Bailey Rule. Quintal driving forward towards the edge of the area, out to Pearson Casawaya, and again it's great defending by Anthony Tomolich, getting in the way of that shot. Another opportunity goes begging for the visitors. Kaczarski, another one is coming though. Shot on goal, he tried to do it himself. He just dragged it wide. Oliver Kalatz. Just seeing how good Tiago Quintal is. Had the awareness to see the man was rushing him and just nipped it through his legs. And now that double sub will come for Sydney FC. So Mitch Glasson will come off right in front of us. Casawaya goes off on the far side. And it'll be a like-for-like change with Jacob Brissett going out towards Casawaya's wing. And Matthias McAllister going straight to the top of the attack. McAllister has a good eye for goal. And he's picked up some really important goals for Sydney FC, which, whilst they're bottom of the ladder, they're still well and truly in touch of survival. And it's one of the reasons why. Moves it on for Rule. Now as the game continues to tick on, getting towards winner territory here. Kalatz appears to be making a double sub of his own. Loose touch. Now it's with Antelmi. Puts the shot, and did that take a deflection? It did not. Just didn't get the required connection on the ball. United will be making a change. It's going to be Jordan Ivancic and Mason Wells. They'll be coming on soon. We'll see who it's for. As Hoofslet has the ball at his feet for the goal kick, and he goes long. Sydney FC build out, and they've popped it up here. And tell me it's a 3-on-2 for United. Great reverse ball towards Lakaladra. And he skied it, Alessandro Lakaladra. Another good opportunity as the press pays off. And now that double sub will come for Zelko Kalatz. And that's Lakaladra's last involvement of the game. Aiden Milicevic also coming off. They'll be replaced by Mason Wells and Jordan Ivancic. And Mason Wells, who last week against Marconi, he came on in the 54th minute, scored in the 57th. And they'll be hoping that if he can score 3 minutes off the bench, Zelko Kalatz will be pleased again with his substitution. Brissett. Now with Jesus. Well checks his shoulder and moves play from right to left. Quintal with Brissett again. Give a challenge by Bailey Rule and sends that over the sideline. He's broken up though by United. Here is De Oliveira. De Oliveira spots Hatch, and now this is where Hatch is good. In the open space on the counter attack, and good. Shut down what space he did have. It's Kaczarski now. There's a couple of United defenders for company. One of them is former Sydney FC man, Adrian Vlastelica. A couple seasons ago he was with Sydney FC. Meyer has found the free man, Bailey Rule. Told to carry by Zelko Kalatz. And here is Mason Wells. Kalatz just takes his time and assesses his options. Goes long, it might just go keeper to keeper here. Hoofslet will almost let it roll in. Didn't want to take the chance with Robillard waiting for it to fall down.
Yes, Tony, up. Go, Wellesley. Wellesley, go.
It's so hard to pick who is going to score this winning goal. These teams have had chances of their own, and when they look back on this game in the film session midweek, they'll be wondering how they haven't put them away. And also from United with a chance for Antelmi as again Quintal shows his skill. He's had an exceptional game, and Rule looking to cannon it back into Quintal as he eventually does so off Brissett. And that will be another Sydney United goal kick. Chance to Antelmi just before half time, as well as Milisevic's strike which hit the crossbar. And chance to Lacalandra as well just before he came off. Those are all big ones for United. Vasilitsa goes in strong on Kucharski, and that'll be a foul. One in the wall this time for Kalatz. It's probably crossing position from here for Thiago Quintal. That out-swinging left footer which will curve towards goal. Floated ball intended for Kucharski, and it just ran along it too much. And skips into the arms of Kalatz. Doesn't work out for United. 20 minutes remaining here at the Sydney United Sports Centre. A reminder that a win for Sydney FC takes them off the bottom into 15th. Draw might just be enough. Draw would be enough for United to get into the top 6. They want the win though. And cement their spot. Try and make the end of season push a bit easier, as here is Rule now. Something brewing here for United. Well defended by Tyler Williams. Cross doesn't work out. Kennedy is able to go forward, and it's a good sliding challenge by Meyer. To Robillard. Keeps the attack moving with Tarek Meyer. Antelmi turns, is able to stay on his feet, Patrick Antelmi, despite pressure, throws of handball, and that's going to be a free kick right on the edge of the area. And Aaron Gerd is the man that's going to be booked, and he becomes the 4th Sydney FC player to be written down by Rebecca Mackey. And there can be no doubt about it, his arm was outstretched. Credit Patrick Antelmi with some exceptional hold-up play. That's what he does so well. He has great strength and great balance under such heavy pressure. And this is certainly shooting range for United. 20 yards out from goal, 4 in the wall, 4.5 with Kucharski just on the edge of it. Antelmi, De Oliveira and Tarek Meyer in a conference over who's going to take this one. All can lay claim to it. Who will it be? De Oliveira goes for it, and it's off the post again for United. That's the second time they've hit the woodwork in the second half. It's seeming like the ball just will not will itself in here, and Carlos De Oliveira couldn't have hit that much better. Got it around the wall and got plenty of power on it to beat Gus Hoofslut. Was looking for the side netting, but only found that right post. Now they have to worry about the counter-attack on the other end. That's really been the case in this game. When one side attacks and gets a big chance, the other one's quickly running down and trying to create something of their own. And that time, Sydney United do well to defend. And like I said, when we went into the break at halftime, if this game somehow ends 0-0, it would be a crime. United have hit the post once just then. They hit the crossbar a few minutes ago as well. Sydney FC had some big chances in the opening 20 minutes. They had a couple of shots on goal as well. Kasawaya hit the post as well. There is simply too many big chances for this game to end 0-0. And yet, with just over 15 minutes to go, it's seeming like it's not going to happen. Better happen soon. Trying to get around Williams. Those two. And a physical battle, and Tyler Williams loses that one. I might just take a quick look at scores around the grounds. Still 1-1 between Rockdale and Wollongong. Blacktown and Sydney Olympic. And then it was 0-0 at half time. We'll just wait for the update to come through. It's 1-0 to Blacktown. Tyron Burney on the score sheet, and the result pushes Blacktown into 4th. United currently in 6th on the live ladder. A win here would take them past Wollongong into 5th, assuming that draw stays. I'm not sure the Rockdale will play the interest Marconi. Sydney FC advantage play. Quintal again with fantastic feet. Out to Jacob Brissett. Looking to return the pass to him, and Tomalich read it. Now for Sydney FC. Now with Kaczarski, roulette turn in the box, went down, it was a play challenge. And Hatch is free on the wing. Has Bailey roulette support, goes centrally towards the Robillard, and the pass is just a little overcooked. Sydney FC wastes no time trying to get forward, but United do well, stop them, and they have to recycle through midfield. Here's Kalisic. So Van Buren will go to the bench for the 3rd time this afternoon. There's another foul. That one on Aaron Gerd. We have to be careful, of course. He's on a yellow himself for the handball. And Carlos de Oliveira is making a point of that to the referee, Rebecca Mackey, saying that it was a professional foul and that they had an attack going. Rebecca Mackey's done a decent job of keeping a lid on proceedings here. It's threatening at times to boil over. It almost did in the first half. McAllister intrigued and wants to press that pass, but there's Tomalich again. That's before Mason Wells puts in a good turn as Tommy tried to do the same. Now McAllister picks up possession. It's 2v3 for Sydney FC, and McAllister's touch is heavy. Wells. It's a good ball into the area, but no one's there to follow it up. Which means it's easy work for Gus Whipsley. So Ayuk Mo will be coming on for Sydney FC. Carlos appears to be making a change of his own. Adam Zervas will be the man on. Will Kennedy able to turn, and pass is misplaced. Unable to get through Kennedy, who does defensive duty as well. Kucharski looking to make the difference, goes across the midfield. Jesus. De Oliveira for company, and De Oliveira is going to chase possession here. This does Antelmi helping out to win the ball back, and Antelmi goes in strong, but De Jesus able to hold on to it for the time being. Antelmi and Hatch, and the numbers just went out there on Sydney United. Not in from Antelmi. To Robillard. Has he stayed onside? He has not. And the flag is up. It just looks like he made his run half a second too early. And now the substitution will come. It's Ayuk Mo who will replace Zach De Jesus, while Adam Zervas replaces Matt Hatch. Ten minutes of regulation time here remaining at Sydney United Sports Centre. Who is going to step up and take this winner? United have probably had the better second half between these two teams. Sydney FC have looked more than capable of scoring a goal of their own here. Of course, they haven't scored in the last two games. They did score last week, but that one was an own goal against Wollongong, and then they had that 0-0 against Sutherland. This is a foul. That one was a clean cut one. It's wins in 3 games. This should be a massive one, of course. Sydney FC in the race to avoid relegation. They have Apia away next week, Rockdale at home the week after, and Sydney Olympic away. And those are all very, very difficult fixtures against two teams that are in the top 4 and another that's in Sydney Olympic, who are fighting to get in the top 6. Black Ball is receiving some treatment after that challenge. See the strapping on the halfway line as Quintal lines up for the free kick. Quintal stands over this one. It's low and hard. It's dribbling in the box. As Aaron Gerd tried to make a play at it, and now De Robillard can race away on the counter. Has Zervas in the centre of the park in support. De Robillard goes himself towards the back post. Zervas has to track it down. He's been taken wide though by the pass, and that'll be a Sydney United corner, but it could have been so much more potentially. There's some scrambling at the back for Sydney FC. Makes the goal. Just to worry about the corner though. Mason Wells on that far side. Then they crowd Hutzlut. They almost got a goal this way. Earlier in the second half. 2 hands go up. You can see them all in the 6-yard box. Up it goes, and it clips post on the way through. Hutzlut didn't look too worried in any case. Kennedy to unleash McAllister behind the defence. Couldn't do so as now it's with De Robillard. Dancing along the sideline and finds a good pass back to the defence. Man on is the call as Barwell evades his way out of trouble and has spotted Kucharski. Had the right idea with the flick on. Using another man in support though, and now Mo, with fresh legs, trying to make a difference. Ayuk Mo beat the first defender, which was Mason Wells, but then has to concede some ground to Bailey Rule and just take the corner instead. And they move quickly. Good play. Looking for McAllister. Sent into the sky. It'll be under Aaron Gerd, who moves it forward for Brissett. Brissett gets past his man. And again, he was not buying the contact that Brissett was trying to sell.
Wellesley, higher, Wellesley!
Time is ticking away down here in Adensa Park. These two sides to break the deadlock that we've been almost trapped in since kickoff. These two sides have had plenty of chances and plenty of good ones too. It's not like they've been half attempts on goal or half shots on the edge of the area. These have been quality one-on-ones and at times even open goals. Almost great link-up play there by Quintal and Kacharski looking for McAllister. Quintal. Out wide it goes. Ayuk Mo has stayed on side. A couple of step overs trying to create a bit of space to fashion a shot through. Now it's with Quintal again. Slaloms his way through a couple of defenders and it's a battle for it in the box, and that could have gone anywhere after it deflected from Kacharski. Back with Brissett. Seen away by De Oliveira. Wells launches the ball forward here, and this time Hoofsloot is out to get it as Mo went in late. And it'll be United foul back on the halfway line. Tomilich drives forward into midfield. Now it's with Wells. Tarek Meyer. Tomilich almost caught in possession there. And he is caught as Ayuk Mo picks off the scraps. There's a number centrally in support, looking to get around Bailey Rule, who's not an easy customer to get past, as defending by Tomilich, and now they can build the counter here to Robillard. That's a second yellow here. It's Will Kennedy who's been sent from the pitch. There can be no complaints. He did disrupt the counter-attack with a professional foul, and now Sydney FC have to see out the last 5 minutes down a man and down their captain. It was Zervas who was the man running away down the other end. Will Kennedy might have just taken one for the team there, but he's paid the ultimate price in doing so. And you can see the way he jogged off the pitch. He knew his day was done. And United now, can this give them the impetus they need to go ahead and take this game? Upper man on their home ground. 3 minutes till the 90. Plus potentially stoppage time as the lights have gone suddenly on here as Mason Wells got to get back for Zervas. It's so strange. Usually the lights gradually come on and they just flashed on in an instant as we're under lights here in Adensa Park. In the cross goes. There's no one really there to aim for as now here is De Oliveira. Can he do it? But didn't get enough connection on it. Zervas. Racing his way through midfield. Tarek Meyer. And another good save by Hoofsloot. Got down well to his near post and palmed it away for a corner. 5 left to lift it towards Bailey Rule. And he struck that high and wide. But the pressure continues to build for Sydney United 58. And Sydney FC now down a man. Going to look to try and take out a few valuable seconds off the clock. One in the air by Tomolich. Tomolich to flick it on for Wells. There is the Oliveira. Now Bolwell. Kucharski. 10-man of Sydney FC. They want to continue attacking as Kucharski's pass just immediately two in front of where Ayukmo was running towards. Kalas. Sends it long. Robillard giving up a lot of height in that match up to Gerd, and Telmi is taking it forward here. Now with Zervas. United have numbers. Out wide is Ivancic. In it goes. Back post for Wells. And just wide of the goal for Mason Wells. Again, another opportunity for Sydney United. And again, it goes begging. Mason Wells, who scored off the bench last week, was unable to do so on that occasion. They had the numbers. It was a good ball in from Ivancic. He's flicked out into a deflection on the way through to Mason Wells, which might have caused a bit of difficulty, as we'll have 3 minutes of time added on as the Robillard is going to get on the end of this ball potentially. It's bouncing around in the box. And Tyler Williams will have to concede the throw instead. Brissett drives it out of his own defensive third. Looking for someone to help him out, and he's just forced to go back towards Kalasic. Charski has to be careful here. Let's do Sydney FC when they're playing out, being down a man. It's not going to be easy. We've already had a minute gone of stoppage time, and time is running out for United to make use of the man advantage, and Sydney FC to maybe jag one down the other end. If the result stays like this, Sydney FC will be 1 point behind Hills, who sit at 15th. So Ayukmo goes a bit strong, and there's a bit about this here. Kucharski goes in, and now they're coming in from all corners of the ground, and this is going to be a sour end to what has otherwise been a very entertaining game. Kucharski is really on the yellow himself, and now Rebecca Mackey has to sort out the crowd. Just hold proceedings up a little bit. We'll see who's going to be carded here. And as De Oliveira, while her back was turned, just took it a few metres forward. That's better instincts there from De Oliveira, as Ayukmo is going to be the man that gets carded. About a minute to take it off for that scuffle, so he still might have another 2 or so left. As De Oliveira is going to surely launch this one into the mixer.
The whistle, ref!
Still more housekeeping to do on the edge of the area. This really chippy, and now Rebecca Mackey is going to call them out of the crowd here. And Jacob Brissett, it looks like his jersey's been ripped on that shoulder. I don't know how that happened. Must have been somehow in the crowd. As now De Oliveira whips this ball in. It's nice and high. Into the crowd it goes, and up rises Gus Huxlett. What a game he's had, and if the scoreline stays as is, Sydney FC are going to really have to thank him for what he's done. For now, though, they have to worry about defending, as now at the discretion of the referees. 3 minutes have gone. We'll surely have another 1 or 2 for the stoppages in additional time. Here's Mason Wells. Towards the edge of the area. Now here is Tariq Meyer. Doesn't have a lot of space to shoot. He was looking to lay it off for Wells. And they couldn't find the opening there, Sydney United. As Tomalich, his clearance cannons off McAllister, and Sydney FC are now racing away down the other end. And they've won it back here, Blake Bolwell has. And here is Brissett with that ripped jersey. Gets it off Quintal. Still with Brissett, it's cleared away. Quintal tried to get a foot on it. And now DeRobillard can go down the other end. Challenge is flying in. Gerd wins it back. It's a frantic ending here. Will we see a goal? It's going to be late drama if we do. Kucharski looking to go between defenders and can't. Now it's with McAllister. And that's going to be it from Sydney United Sports Centre. They can't be split after an entertaining 90. Despite chances upon chances and the woodwork being struck, it's going to end goalless. And they both will look back on this one and think how they didn't put their chances away. But in the end, it's a result that gets Sydney United into 5th. And Sydney FC just 1 point behind 15th. Red card to Will Kennedy is the only major action to report. His second yellow made it a bit nervy at the end for Sydney FC. I've been Will Constantinidis. It's been a pleasure bringing you this one from Medenza Park. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll see you back soon for more New South Wales YouTube channel.